Hi, welcome back to Home on the Hitch. Today we are at Mount Vernon, home of George Washington. Why don't you come with us while we go on a tour?
So we're headed up to George and Martha's crib. You know, little lunch. All right. What time?
1:20.
Shit. This must be it.
Right.
This is crazy.
You watch this, we're going to run the stone on the right, okay, it's the grindstone,
Hold that for a second.
and then on your left is the first stone, you get the pearls there, the groove.
Run it. That's... Oh man, this is amazing. Absolutely. That is absolutely crazy, man. I mean, that is crazy. It's all built out of wood. I mean, it's... Oh, yeah. Hello.
How are you folks doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Well, welcome to our distillery. Now, Washington Distillery is going to be his most profitable business venture, but it is only going to be in operation during the last couple of years of his life, and it is not his idea originally. It is the brainchild of a man named James Anderson. Anderson is able to write back to Washington and say that he is not able to keep up with the demand for this product. And he includes the, 83 pounds that he made selling it too. So, little incentive. Okay, now we have Washington's interest. This seems like it may be pretty lucrative. At that point, he gets the okay to build the distillery. He gets 5 stills and a 210-gallon copper boiler is commissioned from a man in Alexandria. So it's a rye whiskey. It's going to be 60% rye, 35% corn, and 5% malted barley.
It does.
Then we have our stone floor here, or no, I'm sorry, that's our gas floor.
There's 3 stones.
And it's got stone because the weight of those mash tubs when they're full is really substantial. And we don't want to crack the brick or, so we distill twice a year in February, March, and in November when we're closed to the public. We do that twice a year, and then sometimes we do one run of brandy. We've done apple and peach brandy so far. We know they distilled apple, peach, and persimmon. And we do sell unaged because that's what Washington would have been selling, as well as we have a 2-year and a 4-year aged because modern palates are more accustomed to aged whiskey.
Right.
I could spend all day in here. Absolutely crazy. This is where George Washington distilled his whiskey.
Inherited by Lawrence Lewis, Washington's nephew, and later the distillery burns to the ground. And then it stays that way until Mount Vernon Ladies Association gets the property, does an extensive archaeological dig to determine where everything was located, and it's been reconstructed to the best of our ability and opened to the public in 2009.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
And they rebuilt the mill in the 1930s?
Yeah, 1932, the Commonwealth of Virginia rebuilt the building, and then in 1995, Mount Vernon Ladies Association continued that reconstruction by adding in the actual workings of the mill.
Oh. Aging whiskey. This is the 3rd floor. Contained large storage rooms and a few bedrooms. After George Washington's death, Martha Washington closed the 2nd floor bedroom that she had shared with her husband and moved up to a bedroom on the 3rd floor. George Washington's house. Man, oh man. The North Garden House was constructed in 1785 as one of the matching octagonal buildings at the east and west ends of the upper and lower gardens. Lady Washington Shop. Okay. Awesome. One of the gardens.
This is coxcomb,
The red.
the red.
Yeah.
And it looks like a brain.
Yeah.
But the variety that you get now and seeds don't do that.
Wow.
They just grow in like a wave.
Right. Wow. Tomatoes, beans, flowers of all varieties. Apparently this has struck a chord with Mel. The bees are flying around.
Good old grasshopper.
Ooh, young grasshopper. Uh-oh. Time to get out of here.
Redcoats are coming.
Oh, there's muscadine vines over there. These are one set of slave quarters, but I'm not going to make any kind of commentary. But I don't want to leave it out. That was the one. The stove room provided the heat for the greenhouse. Do not enter. Alright. Oh wow. There's the Potomac out there. Oh, I do want to see the Blacksmith Shop. Awesome. It's the Blacksmith Shop.
Yeah, so mostly, we try to do everything with the same materials, to the same style, and with the same tools. It really works like a blowtorch, so it superheats a small area really quickly.
Here, overseer's quarters. Mm-hmm. $17.99. The Mansion House Farm overseer Roger Farrell also agreed to supervise the annual harvest of fish and keep Washington supplied with mutton, lamb, veal, and firewood, and repair fences around the estate, among other tasks. In return, Farrell received an annual wage of $133.33. Chicory.
My favorite coffee blend has chicory in it.
That's where it comes from. George Washington's house. Wow, look at that big balloon. It's gorgeous. Oh, the smell inside there. It's crazy. I didn't know George Washington's house had such a view of the Potomac. Yeah. They're restoring the original wood here of the house. The original wood. It came down these steps, man. That's some surreal stuff. Standing on George Washington's stoop. Are you kidding me? Look at that, that's the original. I like the old-timey style glass. They don't build anything out of yellow pine anymore.
This is the kitchen house.
Ah.
Where all the meals were prepared.
Wow.
So that is the servants' hall.
Okay. I work directly across.
Yes.
The walkways in between are just the elements, and you look at the, like right there, the green, the dark green at the top. It's just old pine boards. Clerk's office and quarters. Recorded letters and papers. Well pump.
Right outside the kitchen.
Yep. Oh, well, here we go. Here's the back side of the walkways. The old shutters. And around here to the view back of George Washington's home. And that giant cedar tree. All right.
Short people problems.
We'll turn around just a little bit.
Step a little.
That's the Potomac behind us from the back side of Mount Vernon. And it is an amazing view.
I mean, I just couldn't imagine what this would be like in its heyday.
Oh, are you kidding me? We actually ended up here because we were going to do other things in town today, but it's Saturday. Arlington was closed. The National Archives were closed, so we decided to come out here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. As a young man, George Washington acquired a riding chair, similar to the example you see here. A riding chair. Oh, check it out.
That's the tour guide displaying the picture.
I wonder if these are Washington's actual sheep. They are the world's oldest sheep. Just strolling along. So this will be, what did you say, the fruit orchard? Fruit garden? I would really like to walk over there and pick one of them pears. No, I cannot tell a lie. I would like to go get an apple. I just want to look. I'm just looking. See? Yeah, that's a gorgeous tree. I was looking at this one. You see they got a fungus. Oh shit, that one fell off. Uh-oh. Got a pocket.
Okay.
Got an apple. So, this is the old tomb of George Washington. I guess the first place that he was buried. The original burial place of...
Peg.
Yeah. Oh, it's pegged shut.
It's locked from the inside.
It's really surreal, like being here and walking through the gardens and the orchard and just seeing everything and trying to imagine, you know, George Washington walking around here.
So General Washington's on the right, and this is Washington's on the left, and there's 25 other family members behind the iron door in the back.
They moved them all from the old now?
And when they moved over here, then I think there's 5 more put in whites over here.
Wow.
So there's 5 more in there now.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is the resting place of George Washington, first president of the United States. And his wife, Martha. Thank you, sir.
We are some patriotic folks.
I'll tell you what, man.
Nothing wrong with taking pride in where you're from,
That's absolutely correct.
no matter where you're from.
No matter where you're from. First mission, which he failed miserably. Had to surrender to the French. It's 48. Right, so, and you know, they were in the middle of the war when he was my age. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for us today, Home on the Hitch for Mount Vernon. Been looking forward to that one for a long time. Was not disappointing. If you haven't been there, you should really come check it out. It's a great day-long adventure. So much history, so much that I guarantee you that you don't know about George Washington that's there. So anyway, if you're watching the videos and enjoying the content, please consider subscribing if you have not. It helps us out a great deal. Every subscriber counts. It pushes us up in the ranks of YouTube and lets us make more content. So thanks for watching, and stick around, see where we go next. Home on the Hitch.